Okay, welcome in, viewers. Been singing that time, Gordy. No singing.
Mate, I love that song. I'm going to have to get the words, and then we don't need to use the graphics. I'll be the intro, the singing.
Okay.
Carlaw Park.
There you go. There you go. All right. So look, big day today. Big day. I've got to say it's episode 4 for the Carlaw Park Diehards potty.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
We're professionals.
There you go. So we're talking about Carlaw Park. Legends are born and warriors are made, and we've got a legend today, Gordy.
Oh, we certainly.
Is that why you got the Moyle Park shirt?
That's exactly why I've got the Moyle Park. And by the way, if you want to get hold of any of these, this kit, get hold of Troy because you've still got a few.
Yeah, do it. We're coming out with a new range. Don't want to get into all of that right now. So just keep your eye on the podcast and the comms that we send out through the social media.
Beautiful, beautiful. We've had enough of that. That was terrible marketing.
I know.
Marketing.
Thank you.
Right, so another one of our past Kiwi greats from the Manukau Magpies Club here in Auckland, part of the New Zealand contingent that travelled to the UK for playing for Carlisle, 23 occasions from 1982 to 1984. Returned to the Southern Hemisphere in 1986 to play for the mighty North Sydney Bears, appearing on 68 times for the famous club before returning to Carlisle. Went back, he had unfinished business for another 63 games in 1990, then moving to Whitehaven in 1992, where he stayed until 1995, playing 39 games. 1996, he returned to New Zealand, where he returned to the old grassroots footy, playing for the Counties Manukau Heroes in the Lion Red Cup, which is the National Rugby League comp back then. Bloody great comp too, by the way. He played for Auckland as well as New Zealand Maori and played and proudly wore the Kiwis Test jersey on 24 occasions. Carlaw Park diehard fans, please welcome the one and only Clayton Friend. Welcome, Clayton.
Kia ora. Kia ora.
How are you? It's absolutely fantastic to see you, mate. You're looking good as always. How's everything going in the home life? You're never in New Zealand, mate. You and Joe were always overseas.
Yeah, we that was the habit we picked up from playing overseas. You get a kind of taste for travel.
Yeah, for sure.
But one thing's for sure, New Zealand is by far the best place I've ever been to. It's an unbelievable difference.
Nice. I'd really like to start off because this is all about Carlaw Park, obviously. And as we've asked all our other guests, your very first memory at Carlaw Park, not before you played, getting along, who'd you go and watch, the family?
Yeah, you're obviously a Manukau boy, so Manukau, and we used to park up by the museum, on the tracks and walk down there, and then...
Did you go through the gate and pay your money, or through the fence?
I think you think back. I think it was the old fella at the gate knew what was happening. Yeah. We'd have the cash to pay to get in, but we'd always sneak in and go straight to the shop on the way to the hill.
Yep.
Which many a battle was lost and won, and you came of age on the hill because there was all ages.
Yeah, true.
Not much football was watched. From the hill,
it
was all. You were in your own battle, so there was that. Carlaw Park, eh? Yeah, the smell of liniment if you went around to the other side. The half-time pre-match talks was pretty.
That a colourful chat?
Yeah. Everybody remembers that. Everybody remembers that.
Yeah, the liniment. I actually miss that smell of liniment. They've got fancy stuff now.
Yeah, what do they use nowadays?
It smells nice.
We won't go there. We won't go there.
They're half-time games.
Yes.
I played in a couple of those.
Oh, fantastic.
And that was like a whole, it was like an 80-minute game. Yeah. And you only had like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you touched the ball, but that was just a massive.
Yeah. Was that for Manukau Green Lane or for Manukau?
Well, I actually started off with Manukau Green Lane, midgets and minors, and then for whatever reason, more than likely we lived in Otahu. Yeah. I went to the mighty club of Otahu.
Yeah.
What road were you on?
I was on Jolson Road.
Yeah.
Which is in the heart, right down the heart of the Panama Road.
Oh, how many legends came out of there?
Yeah. So I was like 20 yards away from the Ropatis.
Yep.
So I grew up with all them boys.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, the McGahns were at the top, opposite the club. Carl Makatoki.
Yep. What a player he was.
Kevin Puliata.
Yep.
There's another
Yeah, I was in an
good
Auckland team
name.
with Kevin, yeah.
George Sorensen. Well,
Yes,
it was
and
George Hogg. He would have played with you.
yeah, we did the
Aye.
Kiwis together to Papua
And-
New Guinea and back here in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Napas.
Of course,
Well,
yeah.
well.
Dean Napa.
Yeah, Dino.
And there's a whole team just in that street.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what about your Manukau, which is a family club? Heaps of family members there, playing your first game for Manukau at Carlaw Park.
Yeah. Well, my first Premier game was actually at Cornwall Park,
Oh, okay.
and it was against Mangere East.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a player, Jimmy Biddle,
Yeah, Jimmy Biddle. Yeah, yeah,
tough bastard,
yeah.
and he smashed me all day.
Yeah.
Did he?
Every time I got the ball, and someone, he had my name on it.
How old were you, Clayton?
No, I would have been 18.
18. Yeah.
Yeah. And but the amazing thing is, as soon as the final whistle blew, he picked me up,
Yeah.
Nice.
shook my hand,
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful family, the Biddle family.
yeah.
They've done so much for rugby league.
and that was it. That's what it was all about.
Yeah.
Survival.
But
know?
Manukau had some wonderful wins at Carlaw Park, and back in your day, and I had the pleasure of actually playing a couple of games with you at the end of my playing career. But some wonderful wins. I mean, we never won the Fox in that period, but we played Richmond, the Stormont Shield. I think we drew, but Joe Gwynn, your father-in-law, said Manukau can take. But there were some wonderful wins. St Helens, because Manukau was ahead of the comp when they toured, we got to play St Helens. That was a wonderful occasion too, and we won.
Yeah. That was, and that going to England and bumped into a few of the lads over the course of my career.
Yeah.
They just back at the club. They just talk about, wow,
Oh,
what a hell of a night.
It was. It was
I would have been
amazing.
different to the sort of socialising they'd do at their club, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just quietly.
and the food,
Yeah,
it was
of
just
course.
a full package thing.
Yeah.
And it was the end of the year tour, so
Oh, of course.
definitely a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
The week leading up to that game, Clayton, is it one of the first games that your guys' home team would have been playing like a professional squad like that?
Well, as far as I know, it was definitely the first one
Yeah, absolutely.
for Manukau that I'd played. As a young fellow, my first Auckland game was against Cronulla.
Wow.
So I'd experienced some international
Right.
stuff. Well, plus I think I'd played for the Kiwis before that anyway. So.
Okay.
But
So,
no.
so coaches then at Manukau. Who was your first coach?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know if it was, we called him Tugger Doug, the great Doug Gailey.
Yeah.
Who,
RIP.
ironically was,
You'd have to know. You'd have to know him to call him Tugger Doug, wouldn't you?
I was faster than him.
Yeah.
Because he did give you a clip round there.
He'd clip you for anything.
Yeah, because he coached me as well, and he gave me a couple of clips because I wasn't listening.
And for those who don't know, this man was a tough, ornery man. He was a tough bloke.
He was a great footballer.
Yeah,
Tough.
yeah.
Tough. He was one of my first jobs when I left school.
What, bricklaying?
Bricklaying, like just a labourer. And my cousins talked me into it. And so we turned up at this building site, and he comes out, right, you little buggers. He says, I got a plan. He says,
Is that how you did your farm?
the three of yous can work today, and the best man gets the job.
Well,
Well, I got the job.
Oh, okay.
So I worked for him for about a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
And-
Hard work too.
Oh.
Hard work.
It was probably a key moment in a sense
Yeah.
that it was tough.
Yeah.
It was real tough.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if it was pouring down with rain. He'd go to the smoker room and, right, you clean up all that shit.
yeah.
But
And you guys are playing at this point too, eh?
No,
No?
a year later I
Okay.
played. I think that's when I left them.
Right, yeah.
I couldn't do both.
The only reason I sort of allude to that is that in this era, in this time, all the guys are working 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week,
Yep.
getting smashed in the weekend and then having to turn back up to work on a Monday.
Dead set. I watched Doug play against the Poms at Carlaw Park, and it was just massive brawls. It was just pretty fierce stuff.
Yeah.
And I was going home thinking, oh, beauty, no work tomorrow. Beep, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Get out there, stitches everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Man.
like you say, you had to front.
So you touched on that just briefly there before, Clayton, about the UK. So how did that come about? I mean, we know David Robinson had a lot to do with that, didn't he, getting you guys over to England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was, for me, that was a massive year. 82. I've made the Kiwis. We done a 9-week tour.
Yeah, 9 weeks.
With, Papua New Guinea. But we also done, it was at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm not 100% sure, in New Zealand. So my first kind of game for the Kiwis was for Auckland against the Kiwis.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if they called it Auckland, but that was at Carlaw Park.
Was that like a trial or just that?
No, that was a build up for the tour.
Oh, wow.
So they'd named the Kiwis.
Yeah.
And that would have been a hard team too, the Auckland side.
Well, yeah. Well, you kind of knew most of the players. So
Yeah.
you kind of, yeah.
So you get to Carlisle.
Yep.
And
That was under Dave Robinson.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What an awesome man.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
Well, one of the key things about any sport or job or whatever, if you've got passion, it's that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And he had passion for the game, and he was the New Zealand sponsor, All Tex International.
Yes.
And you can see the passion that's rolled over to his son. He's fantastic in the love of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
just look what they're doing with the Warriors.
Oh,
How different was the footy?
well, there's two parts. Definitely a slower brand, but I always put league down to it doesn't matter what level you play, it's the same bloody rules.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they might be a little bit slower, but they probably hit harder.
Yeah.
So it was technically a little bit slower. The fields are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Heavier track.
Heavier track. But in saying that, a lot of them were football fields.
Yes.
Soccer, football.
Yeah.
So they're well matured fields, well looked after.
Yeah.
That was a great experience. I was so lucky. I went with my uncle Ian,
Yes.
who
ROP. Yeah.
was with the Kiwis prior to me and Dean.
Yep.
So that was cool. And in Carlisle, it was their second year in league. The first year they got promoted. They came second.
Yep.
So we've turned up in Carlisle, which is right up the north of England,
Chuck.
and we're the only Carlisle players.
Oh.
The rest of the team were made up of Yorkshiremen and Lancashires.
Yeah, actually, Dean
Yeah,
mentioned
they were
that,
shipping
didn't
them in or
they?
something.
Yeah.
You guys having
So
a travel.
we had like a 3-hour trip once a week. Every now and again, as we progressed, we'd stay down a few nights and what have you. And if we bumped into, say, like the Hull boys, because we actually were in the first division. I think it was something like 20-odd games, and we only won 2.
Well,
So it was tough.
yeah.
But it was a great experience.
Yeah.
And we only just lost most of the games. So it wasn't as though we're getting hidings. Our team was made up of a lot of exes, closer to retirement and that. But the people are just really
Fanatical,
unbelievable. The fans, the players, they're
life.
so enjoyable.
So who was coaching you there at Carlisle?
Well, when they first signed Alan Agar,
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
he was a coach. He was a halfback, so it would have been and then prior to us, by the time we got there, he'd fallen out and left. I think he went to Featherston.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we missed that.
Yeah.
And Mick Morgan took over,
Yep.
who was a player coach,
Yep.
ex-English, great footballer,
Yeah.
front rower.
Yeah.
Tell a story on a story. It was just so funny,
Yeah.
but could play.
Yeah.
And then we ended up doing a New Zealand Māori tour in '83, the year after. And after that tour, me and Uncle Ian stopped in a Carlisle again for 2 parts. Cousin Dean had met his wife the year before,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
future wife,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jackie,
and was after the tour with all the aunties and uncles in tow, got married in Carlisle.
Oh, yippee.
So-
That would have been a great night. Look out, the Māoris are coming.
It was.
Yeah.
And they stayed.
Yeah.
They stayed for a few weeks, all the aunties and uncles, and
Oh,
had a good look
fantastic.
around. And that was pretty special. So we decided to play, and it was only a short season by then, so had a few games and then come home.
What about other players? Other players that you remember?
Oh, yeah. One player, Raku, we used to call him. Well, that's another story.
Well, I was just going to say, isn't your nickname Raku?
Yeah, but that's something I can't tell you on here. But,
Yeah, you can. We're off here. I'll just turn it off. Okay, it's off. It's off.
John Risman was his name. His brother, I think it was Bevan Risman, played for. Oh gosh, not sure if it was for rugby or league, but they were famous.
Yeah.
And his dad, Gus Risman, he was the captain of the English side. They come over and toured New Zealand on the Bismarck. They got a lift on the Bismarck. I might not have been not the Bismarck.
No, but it sounds impressive, doesn't it? We're going to stay with the Bismarck.
No,
It's the Titanic.
the Bismarck was German.
Yeah.
It
It was a fighter ship. Yeah.
No, it was. Oh gosh,
We'll go with the
memories.
Bismarck.
Come on, let's go with the Bismarck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get hammered.
If anybody knows, put it in the comments
And
below.
anyway, they got a lift over on a battleship. How impressive is that? I've actually got a ball that he gave me that was signed by that team.
All right.
Is it in here somewhere?
It's in here somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, you can pick it up on your way out, Clayton.
So it'll be around the 80s.
It might tell us what the battleship was.
Anyway, anyhow, moving along. You need to tell us how the North Sydney gig came about.
Yeah.
That was after the 85 series against Australia. Flowey gave us a ring to say Norse, and it was obviously because Mark was there.
Yes.
We're looking for a halfback, and I says, without a doubt, I'd be keen. So I met one of the directors up at the Duke of Wellington.
Oh, yeah.
And Otahu, and had a discussion and with Lowy. And they put a proposal through, and the rest was history.
Wow.
So 86, me and the family, were off.
Was that a big shift for you? You like to leave home and to move to Sydney and to get into the discipline, all of that?
Yeah, I was kind of. Oh, obviously, it's a next level, next step. So that's what you strive for. I was also struggling at the time with the fame of being in New Zealand.
Yeah,
You're kind of getting
Well, the
picked out all
spotlight
the
had
time.
come on then after the 85.
So, and in Aussie, you're just another fly on the wall sort of thing. So that was a little part, but a part still.
Are you with Joe? Is Joe?
Yeah. No, we had two sons by then.
Yeah.
I also got married just before we went as well,
yeah.
because we didn't know where that was going to take us.
Yeah.
So 85 was pretty massive in that sense.
Huge.
Did the Aussies in the North Sydney Bears team? I mean, look, I know Mark's there. Has Olsen joined you at this point? No. Came later. Freddie.
Yeah, Ollie came the year later, and it was our first coach when I got there, Chicken Norton.
Right.
I really liked him. He was never put any pressure on. He was quiet spoken and just put in directions and little hints in that of improvement. But unfortunately, halfway through the season, I'd done my medial ligament, and that put me out for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I came back a week before the playoffs. That particular year, we made come 5th equal.
Yep.
And we ended up playing Sunday, and then I think the Wednesday we played Balmain at the Sydney Cricket Ground on the Wednesday after that, and lost not by much, but I was definitely I came on off the bench. I think Scotty Gale chipped over and we gathered and done his magic. And
He was a good little player. He was in the junior Aussie team.
he ended up at North, so
he did.
Unfortunately,
What I was
Scotty
getting
Gale.
at was being accepted as a Kiwi into the Australian, environment. Were you taking somebody's position, or they went, no, Clayton Friend, he's our
and
guy."
all teams that I've been to, you're accepted.
Okay.
You do the hard yards, and you're accepted on your ability.
Yep.
Obviously, if you're not a nice person or don't produce the goods,
You soon found out there's no hiding, eh?
especially the fans. So
Yeah,
they were great. Plus, you had Mark Lamb at the helm.
Oh, yeah. No one's going to muck around with them.
Yeah, so his nickname was Kaiwai, and kind of short for Kiwi.
Oh, okay.
I go, cut it out. I'm here now. You can't have two Kaiwais.
And was Fred then came
No,
a couple of
Fred had
seasons later?
left. Fred had
He'd
left.
gone before you
Yeah,
got there?
Yeah,
Okay, didn't know that.
yeah. And Ollie came the year later. So how lucky was I?
Yeah.
Olsen
true.
Filipina, who probably the only guy I've seen could win a game by himself. And then the great Mark.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty lucky in that sense.
Yeah.
What I did find out about Norse, it wasn't Norse, but Australia, was the division between New South Wales and Queensland.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It is thick, mate. You know, they
Yeah,
goes
because you
deep.
hear about it, but you don't understand how.
it goes
it's very passionate.
goes real deep. And we had quite a few Queenslanders on our side.
Right.
Over the years, Kerry Bowstead,
Yeah.
Gavin Jones, Les Kiss, who's
Whoa.
coaching the Aussie rugby side now.
Yeah.
And Mark came down from Brizzy too,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
So they were probably all viewed in the same way.
Yeah. So, and it's thick that it runs real deep. So I'm going, come on, just watch the game.
Yeah. Who's your team in the state of origin, Clayton?
Well, because there were so many Queenslanders, I went for Queensland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Queensland.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, New South Wales Blues.
Oh,
I just, I love getting rejected.
I
year
knew- I
after
knew there
year
had to
after
be-
year
I knew there had
after
to be
year
something
after
wrong
year.
with you.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Been pretty lean for you, but
Yeah.
there's never much in it.
No. And I mean, probably from, like jumping around here, and that's what it's all about. The early 80s, the New South Wales Blues and the players that were in that sort of side, before the Wally Lewis arrived and that whole piece. It was hard to change step way through. I thought it was just going to be the flavour of the month. And then Graham Lowe, had a win with them, and it's just been on a hiding to nowhere ever since. But, it's like the beloved Warriors. You just got to stay there.
Yeah.
Hang in.
So was it always in your back of your mind to go back to the UK, or did that come out of the blue? See what I did there? Out of the blue?
Yeah.
In '87, in Papua New Guinea, we done a tour.
Yeah.
I think the New Zealand 13 played Queensland prior. We arrived, the test players.
Was that before going to PNG?
Yeah.
Okay. Is
And-
that Rowan Hancock gets a knock from Kevy? Is that game?
No, that was '85.
Okay.
I think. But this was '87, and then we went to Papua New Guinea, played a game, then come back and played the Aussies, and beat them under Tank Gordon.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That was his first game.
Well,
I'd give all the credit to Huey McCann that game because
It sounds like there's a story in there.
but I hurt me hip,
Yeah.
and 10 minutes to go with the Papua New Guinea game. So leading up to the test in Aussie, I only trained the day before the game. I couldn't walk, but I got jabbed and all that sort of magic stuff, and got through the game. But over the course of the next few years, it was this hip.
sorry, mate. Did you get jabbed in PNG?
No.
Oh, back here. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
All right. Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, medically jabbed.
Yeah. No, one of the boys, when we did the PNG tour, he got the big needle in Port Moresby.
Oh, yeah.
He was struggling to walk by the time we got to Australia, so I don't know what he got jabbed with.
No, we had the legend Lloyd Drake
Oh,
Yeah,
Dr.
I
Lloyd
know.
Drake, yeah.
and GG to hold me down.
Oh, bloody hell.
So this injury just kept getting worse. In the end, I think the final year at North, well, it was funny because if I got a knock on it, it'd put me out for at least a week. And for some reason, no one picked up on it. So after I got chopped from North, Ollie gave me a ring and says, "Oh, I'm playing for Right Eastwood. Come and have a run." So yeah, I was still stuck in Aussie, so off we went. And as it was, we ended up winning that comp. It was the first year. It's kind of like the reserve grade.
Yeah. So why did you get the chop from North?
Well, because I couldn't play.
Oh, you couldn't play.
Yeah. I was like couldn't run. I just
Wow.
we were struggling as a team. Frank, tactfully, could devise a plan to beat any team, but his people skills weren't that great. But that never really bothered me. But I've seen a few young players come and go.
Yeah.
And so he was struggling to get wins. So we were training like 5 times a week. So we're turning up to the game to training. You know, nothing worse than hating your job. You know, there was we're looking for an answer, and it was really hard to find. And this injury compounded everything. And then they had a new guy coming along, Steve Martin.
Okay.
And he'd been coaching the younger ones, and he had a couple of young halves coming through. So that's
Pressure was on.
that's just the way it rolls.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until halfway through with the season with Right Eastwood, the doc says, "Oh no, I've had enough of this." It says, "Send you for some major X-rays." Anyway, came up that I had a floating bone on my hip,
Oh my gosh.
which they when it happened, I must have splintered.
Shard off. something,
And every so often on a certain hit, it would
Flare
bleed
up, yeah.
and calcify, and it was like the size of a baby's little finger.
Oh my gosh.
Not my little finger. That's too much. But so from that, I think I was out for 6 weeks recovering from that. I could run again.
Yeah, got you right.
I was like,
Yeah.
you know, the mojo still needed work
Yeah.
because that was severely damaged. And then Uncle Cam rang and says,
Opportunities.
what do you think? You're good? I says, yep. And I loved Carlisle. I just got lots of friends there. So that was just,
Too easy.
Yeah.
So that was just a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
And I also decided I was happy just to play, and just be a happy
Enjoy
guy.
it. Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah.
So
And marvelous support from Joe and the family.
yeah,
too.
I've probably one of my better moves in life. I was hooking up and marrying my wife.
Yeah. Well, then of course you became Joe Gwynn's son-in-law too, which is another bonus.
Yeah.
How did Joe Green view young Clayton coming around knocking on the door?
Well, I left Otahu after under 15s and came back to Manukau.
Yeah.
And Joe coached me that year. To be fair, I probably didn't have eyes on his daughter at that time. He would have slapped me, but that came a bit later. Not much later, to be fair. Joe is a really great people's person.
Yep.
Especially with the Islanders, the Māoris, obviously. With anyone actually. He was a funny guy.
He did well at Richmond too, didn't he? Yeah.
Well, yeah, Richmond, Northcote, Otahu.
Yeah, Richmond. Yeah.
New Zealand selector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a marvelous man.
Yeah.
Very, very special. man.
Another one of those ones with passion for the game, and didn't matter what level, as long as you gave it your all.
Yep.
He was happy. So, and he never said as a player or anything, even when he was a selector, any extra pressure on me. Actually, he'd say nothing.
Yeah.
Just let me get on with it. So,
So you're back in Carlisle, and Cam Bell's the coach.
Yep, I was lucky enough. Cam was a coach at Manukau as well. Obviously, one of my uncles.
Yeah. Dean's dad. Yeah.
Dean's dad. Yeah, ticked a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
But I think he got paid more than me.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
No, and it was good. What was neat was, like when we touched on Carlisle, was that we were the only 3 players. When we were there, we got it was in a sense a pub competition,
Right.
because that's where they all
Yeah.
migrated, and that thrived. And so when I went back, I ended up playing with some players that we coached as amateurs who'd never played before.
Oh my gosh.
One of my best, one of the first guys we ever met, me, Dean and Ian, after our first game, became our best friend.
Yep.
He ended up going on and playing 200 and something games for Carlisle
Oh wow.
as a front rower.
Yeah.
So there was quite a lot of players that came through that system. So that was pretty cool.
And the boys from Manukau had a big impact on. How cool's
Yeah.
that? Eh?
Well, it was kind of tied up with the pub.
Yeah.
To be fair. But no, that was pretty neat.
Yeah. And then Whitehaven, of course. So how did that come about?
Carlisle ran out of money.
Yeah.
And Whitehaven is a rugby league town.
Yep.
Even though like 30 minutes away, that's right up Cumbria. They're a real rugby league town. So,
Were you up there with Kurt?
yeah, I was still there when Kurt come up, and he
Okay.
spent a year coaching. I think he finished me off.
Did he? Oh, we'll have to have a word.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
let's
wouldn't
have that. Oh, really? What was that?
Yeah, that's
cool.
where the ears kicked in, eh? Yeah. But yeah, no, I caught Kurt, came up for that
Yeah.
year. So no, that was a tremendous time as well. Been back a few times to Carlisle and Whitehaven since retiring. Catch up with friends and that. And the other thing that we got to touch on in regards to that was we played in the winter.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally different kettle of
Get
fish.
your ice skates on.
Wow, I used to play with a diving suit singlet.
Oh, okay.
Well, obviously not too tight
Yeah.
because you had to breathe. But it was. I'd rather play in the heat than the cold. So that's kind of ironic that I ended up in England.
And you're playing a lot of games too. That's one of the things that the boys have said about being in England.
I think that works on success. You know, we weren't that successful, so we didn't have the build up of midweek games. The different cups. The Challenge Cup, the Yorkshire Cup, the Lancashire Cup.
But you'd still be playing a fair few
they-
games as opposed to playing down under.
Yeah. They play. It's a big season. Even if not very often they got cancelled, but if they did, you're playing midweek. They muck around.
Yeah, true.
And the English, all workers. They're all working. They're not professional. Like everything's changed now in regards to professionalism and that. But back in those days, they all had to work as well. So so tough.
So Kurt's finished you off at Whitehaven.
Jeez.
He's given you a slap. And you come back to New Zealand, not just to come back, but you take part in the inaugural Lion Red Cup, playing for Counties Manukau Heroes. That must have been a huge buzz for the comp here to
And the
have
boys in
Clayton
your team.
Friend
Yeah.
coming back to play. What was it like for you coming back? I mean, I'm going to say it's a drop in level, but it was a great competition. How did you enjoy playing that Lion Red Cup?
Well, just to jump back, other thing that happened at Carlisle under Uncle Cam was the amount of young Kiwis that he got over.
Okay.
And
Can
the
you
likes
recall?
of Mike Doreen,
Yes,
played with the Warriors and Kiwis.
Yeah, from Christchurch.
Kenny McIntosh
Yeah.
was there. Stinky Bum Haitro Hokosini.
Sticky bump, the old story.
That's going to get a few hits. Old Stinky Bum.
Tremendous footballers.
Oh, yeah.
Haitro just
Of course, Manukau
could
boy
play anywhere, mate. He was playing hooker then. He ended up as a front row for the Warriors in New Zealand.
Yep.
Samoa. Beautiful family. Manukau family. Who else was there? Brad Hippie, from Glenora.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Mike Patton.
Mike Patton.
Spent a little bit of
Oh,
time
Face.
there.
Face.
Yeah, big shout out to him too.
Yeah. So that was talking about
Yeah.
young fellas and that. And as for counties, it hadn't really been in a plan of sorts. It was about coming home. More than that. It wasn't until I got home that became available.
How
that
old are you
idea.
at that point, Clayton?
Oof, 21, mate.
21.
31.
Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah.
Did you think that it was a come down? you know, from where you were coming from at playing at that professional level, and I mean the Lion Red Cup was professional in inverted commas, but not as professional as playing in the UK.
The football side, no. The off the field professionalism wasn't there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know, we're not get up for that. But the football, like I say, the rules are simple. The game's simple.
Yeah, yeah.
It comes down to individuals playing their best at their position,
Yeah.
and then collectively playing as a team.
Yeah, well, you guys did all right too, didn't you?
Yeah. We won that year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I missed the final. I broke my jaw in the
I remember that.
semi-final.
I remember that. Yeah,
Who were you
yeah.
playing in the semis?
In the semi
Yeah.
against Harbour.
Yeah,
Oh,
North
okay.
Harbour, yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on.
North
from
Harbour
that.
Eagles. Eagles, yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that.
That's footy. But we had a great team. Jerry Sears, who
Yes.
went,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a young fella then, he went on. Malatowi Brown.
Mm.
Ed Rain Barchard. There was so much talent, eh?
Yeah,
And you can see that in the NRL now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many young Kiwis floating around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, because I mean it was a great comp, and it was just such a shame that it didn't last as long as it should have.
How many years to go for?
Only 3, I think. 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Not Auckland always had the players because I've got the numbers, but it was great for the rest of the country.
Oh, absolutely. It was. Yeah.
So yeah. It was a shame, Gordy.
Let's talk rugby league at test level.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start because I've got a memory fixed in my brain. I'm not sure of the year. It's at Carlaw Park. Graham Lowe's the coach. Shane Varley is the starting halfback. You come off the bench, I think, early in the second half. We were down against England, and you came on. And to me, it was like the real birth of Clayton Friend as a test halfback. You came on and changed the game, and made me feel immensely proud because you were from my club, and I was sitting with all the whānau up, in the concrete terraces. Do you remember that at all? What I'm talking about? What I'm referring to? I so remember you coming off the bench, and I think that's probably much when Shane Varley finished
Yeah, it was the changing of the baton.
changing it. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember it clearly. Now, when you're a young fella, you think you know it all and you can do it all, but to be not many actually can,
yeah,
or maybe not given the opportunity. But because I'd been in the Kiwis a few years earlier than that, and always thought under my breath, give it to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it makes you hungrier, and you do build up more resilience to different situations. But yeah, in particular to that game, I was lucky enough to come on, and because Shane was just what a ledge.
Yeah.
He mentored me heaps from '82.
Wonderful human being.
Yeah.
And I think he made the remark that he agreed with the call and the decision. He backed it 100%
Yeah.
too, you know. And I know, talking to Shane about that.
Yeah. As it was there.
So what do you remember that game when you came on?
Well, Lowy pulled me aside and goes, right there, boy, you on. What have you do? Don't give away any penalties.
Why was he saying that to you?
Yeah.
Clayton?
No, because he knew I was excited,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah.
No. So first tackle, I think, was Joe Lydon.
Yeah.
Boom. Right around the ankles.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Give you
tackle.
the confidence. Must have. You remember it.
No, by the time he hit the ground, I'd jump back up and hit him.
Yeah.
Again, and got penalised.
I say,
And I was right by the
ears were
sideline.
playing up there, eh?
Yeah. Right by the sideline, looked up, and there's Lowy going, shaking his head. Anyway, cousin Dean ran from the other side of the field,
Oh yeah, here we go.
tapped me on the shoulder, and said, do it again, man. Way to go.
Because you scored a try too.
Couple.
Yeah, scored 2 tries. Yeah.
So, that's pretty exciting.
Well, that was just something that stuck out for me. So other test matches, not just at Carlaw Park, but test matches for you that you will never ever forget.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't. You can't really pick one that stands out. Obviously, player of the day in the the third test in '85 against the Aussies, 18-0.
It's D-Day, Carlaw Park Sunday, the acid test for the Graham Lowe method.
Did you get player of the day, mate?
Yeah.
Congratulations. I didn't know. Oh, right. Awesome.
It was pretty special, but that was a special team.
Yeah.
There was a
special
You're talking
day.
about the changing of the guard. There was quite a few players had been there for a long time.
Yeah.
So that was under Seth Mountford, and then Lowy come along.
Yeah.
So that was accumulation of a lot of work.
Yeah.
So that was obviously super special.
Sorry,
then-
Clayton, I got to
yeah.
do this, right? So that second test is just lost. I know we talk about this all the time with these era of legends. The second test is lost in the last minute, whatever it was.
30 seconds.
Okay, and we're heading into the changing room, mate. Tell us how you feel. Who's in the room? What does that look like?
Yeah, well, tears, mate.
Yeah.
Grown men with tears. I think, it was a struggle to watch that because there was so much effort, and like I say, and years to get to that position.
Moment in time.
Yeah.
And it was probably, we got through it as history proved, but the next couple of days was what a struggle.
Soul searching, eh?
Yeah, what a struggle. And we didn't see Lowy for a couple of days.
I'm told he went MIA.
Yeah,
And somebody had to go
to
and find him.
regroup because he wore everything on his sleeve.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until, I don't know if it was him or the management or somebody came up with the idea, get on the radio and go down Queen Street.
Getting them to believe in themselves, psyching them into a frame of mind that knows not defeat. One of Graham Lowe's techniques was to get the team to face their public on the streets of Auckland.
When we went for a walk down Queen Street yesterday, the people, they were just coming up and wishing us all the best. It's really unbelievable. The guys on the scaffolding in the buildings, they were all waving to us. They all knew who we were.
Yeah, we talked about that with Dean too.
And from that point, we were reborn.
Yeah.
But taller.
Yeah.
When did you know, Clayton? When did you when did you know?
Walking up Queen Street.
Oh, so the day before getting to Carlisle.
Yeah. Walking up Queen Street, we knew. Well, we had the belief already. We were just broken from losing, in the way we did. So that was back. But you still got to do it.
Yeah. There's something that happened on that third test too before kickoff. Can you remember what that was?
Yeah. We little things like that all added up. Crossing over and acknowledging the
Man, brought the house down. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
brought the crowd into the game straight away.
That's right. Yeah, right from the kickoff.
You know,
No, I remember. Remember that.
Whose idea was that?
Oh,
Because that was
I
a
think
magic.
that was mine.
I knew you were going to say that.
I mean, just a magic move. And like you said, not even thinking about bringing the crowd into it. That was just, I think that brought the crowd back from.
Yeah,
test two,
guys like
in fact.
Kevin Tamati and Howie, they were thinkers like that. They like indulging in the crowd.
Yeah.
Give them a mic and they'll be away.
Yeah.
So I more than likely it would probably be them.
Nice.
But yeah, to win anything you got to be collective, and that was a really collective group. So yeah. That was
So
special.
where did Graham Lowe go? I want to know where he ended up.
Maybe some of the vault footage that we've spoken about earlier, because this isn't the first time I've had the pleasure of sitting with Clayton and a few of the other boys from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And there's about 3 or 4 different versions of Graham going missing for 48 hours, because as Clayton said, he wore that on his sleeve.
Yeah.
And I think Mark Graham is who found him and said, you need to pull your shit together now, because we still got a job to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dead set. That's the way I've seen it as well.
Yeah. That's
But
that's a
everyone
cool
was
story.
struggling.
Yeah.
We went to a couple of trainings, get through injuries and bumps and all that, and no Lowy, but there was honestly, it was tough, mate. You know, you got to play with like passion is my favourite word.
Yeah.
But enthusiasm, there was nothing. So until that Queen Street walk, just come rushing back. You know, at that level too, you don't, fitness training is irrelevant.
It's the last 2 inches,
Yeah. So we basically from that point just had to turn up and play the game, not guaranteed anything, but play the game to create that opportunity to win.
Yeah, in the match, kick-off happened,
yeah.
right? When did you know in the match? When did you go, we've got him, we've got him?
Well, yeah. It was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't. Once we've won a game, I struggle to carry on playing. Super competitive.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not. It was still right up to the finish. I think when JMO scored his try off Owen, it was pretty much on the wall.
Done then, yeah.
The finisher running off the sticks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, pretty good feeling that.
Yeah. What about other good feelings? You must have some other feelings, not just on the field, but off it as well, being involved with the game.
I know, representing New Zealand Māori.
Yes.
I think 10 times we done the tour in '83.
Yeah.
We only played the amateurs, but we had players like Pat Poasa and
Yeah, what a man he was, big boy.
Huey, Owen, Nick, Ian, Dean.
What's Nick like to tour with?
Yeah,
Nicky
wow.
Wright,
He's
eh?
he
I'm
was
told he's a
Otahuhu
very
boy, but
quiet, shy guy.
we converted him. He stayed out of jail. No, brilliant. Both him and Owen. They come from rugby league royalty. You know, his dad, Coach Otahuhu. Brilliant. Absolutely. He could catch a ball. Not catch a ball, but watch the ball in the air and know which way it's going to bounce.
Oh.
Right.
You know, that's what he used to tell me. 9 times out of 10, he used to get
he'd
it
be
right.
He'd be
you know?
right, yeah.
He'd
Well,
run off the other way, you know.
Yeah.
Very super talented.
Yeah. He was.
So I was so lucky to be under guys like that. Owen was super player.
Yeah.
Pretty lucky.
You did the Auckland tour too in '86?
87.
87 was it?
Yeah. I was lucky enough, convinced North to release me.
No, we'll go with the con.
To release me.
And it was a top side too. I think Ronnie O'Regan was in that with you.
Yeah. Ron was the captain. Gary Freeman was in there.
Yeah.
I want to throw this one up.
Face.
John Rapati was there.
Yeah, John.
Yeah.
George. Is George there? Yeah.
I think so.
Peter Brown.
Yeah.
Renee Lordmeyer.
Wow.
Wow, Renee Lawnmower. Now, just on that, it's popped into my mind. Graham Lowe, I believe, is coaching Wigan, I believe. It's the last game of that tour.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, it's either from Ronnie or a few of the boys on the bus. You've ended up at Wigan, you're having a drink downstairs, and you weren't invited up to the second floor. And I'm trying to remember who the coach was. Was it Bill Bailey? Not Bill Bailey. Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey. And Bob's coming down and is going, stuff that, everybody in the bus, we're going back. No one's drinking piss this week. We're going to train hard. And you guys actually tipped them over that following weekend, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was the vibe like then?
Well, I think it came from, they had, at the start of the tour, they had a nines tournament at Wigan.
Right.
And I think we got kind of shafted there. I didn't play in it. I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Too big a field on nines. But we went back a week later and beat them. So that was super star-studded side. Ellery Hanleys and
they wouldn't have liked
Sean
that.
Edwards and just the list is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
And that made a success with that tour too, I believe. It was a good one.
we done pretty good on that tour. So like I say, it was a pretty good side.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to convince somebody to get on it.
And then, sorry, Gordy, I'm loving this, right?
Yep.
Making the Auckland team was sometimes harder than making the Kiwi team in certain eras because of so many good players in the Auckland scene.
Well, I guess you could say that in the sense that not every there wasn't that many players playing overseas either.
True.
So, and it came down to, Auckland had the biggest comp. So it was the hardest comp, like.
Yeah, by a country mile back then. Yeah.
And the comp also goes to the juniors. So
true.
it's I think Manukau in their heyday had something like 7 senior B sides.
Yeah.
Well, which is like senior A's. That's how.
Yeah. Big rosters.
Yeah.
Well, one year, when the Kiwis were picked, I think there was like 12 players that were from Manukau that were picked in the Kiwis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean that, Kelly Shelford, Ian Bell,
Dave Watson.
Bruce Gall.
Yeah, Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. I so remember that, because that's when
Tough.
everybody
Another
was
tough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who'd be the toughest guy you? Like, and I know you played with thousands of guys.
Bruce
But
Gall.
Yeah, he was a tough bugger.
Yeah.
He was tough.
Doug.
Doug
Doug
Daly.
Daly. He was tough. And Brody.
Oh,
Mark
like-
Broadhurst, yeah.
Yeah, Brody. Just, beautiful people too,
Well, and Graham West too.
Yeah, Westy, is
yeah.
another,
Yeah.
Didn't matter how hard you had them, it just didn't matter.
Can I ask you too, Clayton, when I look at the UK Super League, there's a few issues over there now, and there's even talk that the NRL are going to take over the Super League. Has it changed that much since your days being over in the UK,
Oh,
that level of footy?
I think the whole game's changed, hasn't it?
Well, even here and in Aussie, yeah. But it's such a shame that the NRL is looking to take over the Super League.
Yeah,
Well, I personally think it is. Yeah.
I don't know what the ins and outs.
No, well, I don't know them all either.
Whether
either,
it's a financial thing, but the football itself. Unfortunately, I can't understand why we don't get it on Sky.
Yeah.
Why aren't we leagueies ripping up Sky over here to get it?
Probably cost to Sky and how much viewership they'd get off it, not sure.
Yeah, but the following would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think we
'cause there
should
has
all
been
just
some
cut our
wonderful
Sky
Hey, I
here we
can't afford
after,
Sky.
after the test match, after the last test match.
So what about here? What about the Warriors and what they're doing and the Kiwis? Of course, they're playing in the Pacific Cup. That sort of standard of footy, it's changed significantly for the better or worse.
Oh, there's yes, there's pluses and minuses for everything in there.
What's your minuses?
Yeah. Oh, tricky.
No pressure. no pressure, Clayton.
In general, I say the NRL, the third umpire.
Yeah, that's changed the game.
Yeah, we can in a say America's Cup put a line through an imaginary field instantly.
Yeah.
Why can't we do that on a league field in regards to forward passes?
Yeah.
And none of this out of the hand shit.
Yeah.
It's a forward. It's forward.
Yeah.
Instantly,
Yeah.
leading up to a try.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Man,
No.
that's an unbelievable point.
Get on to Sky about that.
Yeah. We've just found your new technical director.
And try or no try. If he can't make the decision, it's the third umpires. None of this.
Having a conference.
Yeah, it's a try.
Yeah.
You can't make the decision, mate. So you've passed that duty on to somebody else. So that's becomes the third umpire.
Yeah.
Apart from that, pretty good.
Some wonderful talent coming through the Kiwi system.
Yeah, I watched. Oh,
That's
sorry.
okay.
Get that.
Oh, it's the Kiwi coach giving him a bell because the test is on tomorrow.
Might be the boss.
the test is on tomorrow. No, it's Sky TV. They're ringing him about the techo. Yeah.
Well,
You don't need to answer it.
Took a photo. No,
Put them on. It's Joe. Can you
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
some
The
eggs,
boss is the
eggs
boss's
and milk on
phone.
the way home?
Yeah.
sorry guys.
No, you
it's
go
all
for it,
good,
mate.
mate.
You go for it. Because I mean, I'm me personally, when I look at what the Warriors are doing, and I've said this before to you, Troy, is that we're now putting in place to keep our youngsters here.
Yep.
You know, and we can't keep them all. I mean, I
No,
absolutely admit that. But we're doing stuff now that our kids are going, oh my gosh, I've got this pathway.
They can see an
They
opportunity.
can see
Yeah,
an
yeah.
opportunity. And we're still going to lose players overseas, and that's fine. I'm fine with that too. But if they want to come back, that's even better. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm sorted me phone.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
all good.
No worries at all. Yeah. So as I was just saying to Troy, with what's happening with the Warriors is a huge positive for our game, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. The last couple of years under Webby,
Yep.
it has been a real turnaround.
Yep.
Like the Warrior supporters are a different breed to, say, the Carlaw Park
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
supporters.
Yeah.
And they see the game a little bit differently.
Yep.
But the passion
Still the same.
is incredible.
Yeah.
And the end result is incredible. It is. It's a business.
Yeah.
It's an entertainment.
Yep.
That's why you got to keep tweaking it in regards to the forward passes and little things like that. The modern game, like the amount of subs they get
Yep.
keeps the game fresh. Like back in our day, we had 2 subs and.
Yeah.
No one was coming. Coming off unless they were
that's
carried
right.
off or sent off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
I've just
you be
followed
able to
up, Lizzie.
handle in the modern game the 6 again, where they go back to that first tackle?
Yeah,
That I mean that's gut bloody wrenching. That
it's changed the game,
yeah.
but do I like it? Sometimes, but
Very much a fitness thing, isn't it?
it is. But it's also, I don't like the Warriors thing.
Yeah.
There's come on, it's quite blatant sometimes
Yeah.
that we get picked on. So it's an easy tool to use against the team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's nearly impossible
Yeah.
to keep that.
Yeah. Sustain that.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 sets of 6.
Exactly,
Yeah.
especially at the pace that they play.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, look, I know. Probably a few seasons back, your boy Jethro playing, captain Howard Cornets, and I used to catch up with you on a few of the Auckland Fox matches, and the way Fox was then. And it was always hard to find you. I know that you'd be hiding somewhere in there and watching the footy, and I get it. Your view of Fox now, as far as what it looks like and felt like with you, watching your boy come through the grades.
yeah, that's a hard one too. Like with the state of the club is, or clubs are.
Yeah.
Not knowing enough. This is only my
And
rough
it's,
idea.
and it's a dad's view
That-
of boys, your son playing.
I think because there's so much history as well, it wouldn't be simple. Would be amalgamating clubs, turning one half into a junior. So say, for instance, Margaret East and Monaco. Margaret East juniors are phenomenal.
Yep.
The amount,
Yeah. And Manukau's struggling.
and Manukau's struggling. So, and you've and they're in the same sort of vicinity.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of clubs that could probably do the same.
Yeah.
And so therefore keep playing the game and still drawing in kids for the future.
Yeah.
But that's a tough one, eh? Just the whole of society, parents working, both working these days, 24/7, 7 days a week. So all that,
Time poor.
even getting kids to trainings and that.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't want them on the streets after dark.
Yeah.
What's the little things? But we've got to come up with solutions, and it won't just happen because we want the game to succeed.
Yeah.
Get the kids out of the gaming as well.
Oh, that's a big one, man. You've come up with some great points today, Clayton.
Yeah.
And
Where's all that come from?
That the esports is
Sober.
a massive one. It's probably the biggest following of kids' activity in regards to playing online games. you know. And so having the attention span to go and train for an hour, let alone play a game of 40 minutes each way or 30 minutes each way or whatever the entry level is in now, is not there.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing we could do is look at is like I watched on YouTube last week, the Pacific Junior Championship thing,
Okay.
Yeah, yes,
yeah.
yeah.
and whether we look at that sort of
'Cause that's huge. That's huge.
yeah, but having tournaments,
Mm.
place them in different areas and getting a winner instead of having just a straight season.
Yeah.
Right.
But there, you look at that, and mate, they were athletes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
The
crikey.
kid, it's definitely in the water.
Yeah, for sure.
It's in something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't keep blaming the taro. But they're all big,
Big,
athletic,
strong
Great,
legs, yeah.
some
you know,
great
beautiful
athletes.
to watch.
Mm.
To see kids coming through with a goal or an opportunity to.
So just on that, proud dad for you. We spoke about Jethro,
Yep.
and he's had a wonderful career playing footy. Bodie, of course, at the Warriors. He's been there, crikey, probably 15 years or something.
He's something,
Heavily
yeah.
involved with the Warriors. So proud for you to have two boys who are so much involved with the game.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I love the meeps.
Yeah.
Another thing, passion
Yep.
to the game.
Yeah.
They just toil away.
Yep.
And Bode's there is about. He wasn't a footballer,
Yeah.
but you don't
course
have
he
to be
knows
a
his stuff.
footballer
No.
to love the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
you look at Jordan now. I mean, he's
Yeah, Jordan.
signing the
Yeah.
because he's a player agent, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a player agent, so he spent time at the Warriors as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the three when Jethro's moved on to helping out the juniors.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Is he still teaching?
Yeah, and he's still teaching, but he's definitely got an eye for coaching.
Yep. Good.
I think he really likes
Yeah, he said he
going-
was always structured
taking that
around
pathway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're three wonderful boys.
Yeah.
You and Joe must be very proud.
no,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, and the grandchildren that they
And
produce.
the grandchildren as well.
Yeah.
So just as we're starting to wind up here a bit, Clayton, I just for you with the wonderful career you've had and the people that you've met and the moments that you've had, good and bad, for you, your rugby league career, just in a few sentences.
I don't know, whānau. You know, the clubs back in the day were all family orientated,
yep.
big families. you know,
Massive families. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, no, kind of got
Yeah.
me that.
Well, because and on that whole whānau thing is that my brother Ron and I, as you know, we're both at Manukau. We were part of that whānau,
Yeah.
and I still feel that today.
Yep.
You know.
you know, you had the McGregors, the Rawatis,
Yeah.
the
wonderful.
Alcacinis, you know,
Yeah.
and every club is basically
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
But we touched on it. Things have changed a little bit, and
Yeah.
everyone, the working situations and all that.
Yeah.
But no, I was privileged, to get those opportunities. And,
Well, you were
and-
privileged, but you worked for it. A lot of
Yeah.
sacrifices.
Yeah, it didn't happen by accident. You know, when mum
Hard
and
work,
dad done the hard yards
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, for sure.
My mum was another one with passion for the
Oh,
game.
incredibly so. Yeah.
Right till their last breath. You know,
Yep. Yep.
just
Yes.
telling me
Mm.
improve myself. No, but the coaches and managers,
Yeah.
you know, the physios and the masseurs, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
there's so many that have helped.
Yeah.
And I had great Doug Gailey, Brian Tracy,
Brian Tracy.
Lummy Newton.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Lummy, yeah.
Oh,
He picked me for the Auckland. Nobody else would have.
yeah.
Right.
For my first
Lummy
game,
Newton,
end of the
Yeah.
season game against Cronulla.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
man of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was
He was quite special.
that
in some
opened me up
aspects.
to a bigger window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Uncle Ian being there,
Yep.
he introduced me to champions,
Mm.
and they treated you like a champion straight away. There was no little boy
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
there was no. You're picked so you can
Stand
do
up
it.
and go. Yeah.
Away you go, and no 100% was behind you.
So when did you sort of realise that this is for me? I can make some money out of this.
Well, I wish.
Well, hell,
you
was
know,
it
money's easily spent, don't you?
before making money, knowing that this is something you could actually excel at?
Well, my first contract, I think I got 30 grand
Yeah.
for North.
Yeah, yeah.
New Zealand League got 50 grand.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so you owe me.
Yeah.
You know, you take that back
Yeah.
back in 1985.
Been a wee bit
86.
of money. There had been a
Yeah,
deposit on a
yeah.
house, no problem.
So-
You know.
When I say 30, that was like
Yeah,
30
yeah,
in the
yeah.
hand, but
Just
you
before
had,
you-
had
just
a lot
be-
of bonuses.
So this is going to be a really cool moment, right? And just before we do this, something's just popped into my head. Vern Wilson.
Yep.
Oh, Vern Wilson.
Okay, let's just.
Manukau boy too, by the way.
Was he? I thought he came from Otara.
He did, but he came over to Manukau.
Okay, all right. So there when he got there, that was at his Manukau Hut.
Yeah.
You played with him in not just the club, but I think Auckland. Didn't they do a little bit of Amco Cup action as well?
Yeah, no, I played against Fern
Right.
for years when he was at Otara, and then he came over to Manukau
Yeah.
because he was such a talent.
Yep.
Hard
And
too, hard bugger.
yeah, sometimes you have to jump ship to
To
get
go
that
next
step.
level. Yep.
No, he was phenomenal, mate. And it was New Zealand 13. I think we went over and played Queensland.
Yeah.
And he had, I don't know, a fracture or something to his arm, and he had his arm in plaster, and cut it off.
Yeah.
And you know, he's front
Yeah,
rower.
I remember that. I remember that.
And what, played?
And played,
played.
and just slayed it.
Yeah.
You know, but that was when scrums were scrums.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Contesting.
hookers were hanging off the prop, you
Yeah.
know, on the other side of the scrum.
Yeah.
You know, Tracy McGregor's and all that.
Yeah.
Tough,
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, but yeah, Bugsy Reffer.
Yeah,
The
Bugs,
flying
yeah.
wedge from Manukau. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, I'm going to bring the flying wedge up. I'm going to bring that up. I got that
there's a
photo.
wonderful photo that I've actually got at my place too. 'Cause
Yeah, oh.
the Auckland Rugby League
Tracy Mack.
introduced a rule to ban that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the one
Flying
with
wedge. Yeah. So I think we're pretty well much coming to the end here, Clayton. But thank you so much, my friend. Sitting here listening to you makes me feel very proud to be part of rugby league, but more importantly to know you and to watch your career, because thank you so much for all the wonderful memories that you have brought to our game. So thank you for that. And there's just something here that Troy and I would just like to give you. It's just a bit of a photo there that if I can get that
Hand that over to him.
Oh,
camera.
Right.
is that Jethro?
yeah, look, there's Jethro. There's a photo. So that's for you, mate. I mean, you might already have something that's similar,
Yeah.
but
I actually have got quite a lot of not a lot of
Yeah.
memorabilia,
Yeah.
but I have it in the closet.
well, what are you saying? You don't want that?
Oh,
No, it's just
sure.
it was something that that was here, and I just feel that for you that captures you.
Yeah. It's worth $50,000.
Yeah,
Just
Thank
been
you.
paid
And we
back.
won that test.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 That
Yeah.
was a tough series.
Yeah. So thank you, my friend. It's,
No, thank you
been
guys
absolute
for.
pleasure. Absolute
I was a bit nervous.
What
prior
you've
to
been
this,
wonderful.
you know.
Absolutely
A lot
wonderful.
of the football's been quite a few years water
Yeah.
under the bridge, but it has brought back lots of tremendous memories for me.
Yeah.
And you got to say that something like say the ex-Kiwi do,
Yep.
which is coming up. I'm got to check my calendar.
8th of November.
8th of November.
Yeah, in a secret location where you won't hear it on the podcast.
Those events, it's when you turn up, it's like yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just so
Yeah.
so bloody lovely, eh? Still don't know what time to go home is the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Well, you've actually ended up at my place a couple of times.
Yes,
Well,
which is the
should we
opposite
should we
way
do that
to
again?
South Auckland.
Yeah, it is. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. And I think you need to thank a few people too, Troy.
Yeah, I do. Outside of thanking Clayton joining us today, big ups to our two major sponsors, Sony, who make this possible for us, and Mike Farrelly Photos.
Yeah.
And I'll actually bring up one of Mike's photos of the Manukau team, and that'll come up, and that's your premier side. You're in there, your cousin's in there. I think Ian's in there. There's a cast of thousands.
The Bell and Friend family.
Yeah.
Reggers,
Just on
the
the
Reffers.
bell, hit our bell too, and make
I'm
sure
the
that you.
Reffers. Yeah.
Yeah. So outside of that, and also a very special thank you to the place that we shoot the podcast in, and that's the New Zealand Kiwis Museum. Big ups to you guys.
Thank you, guys. And hey, please, if you ever want to visit the museum, get hold of me, museum@nzrl.co.nz. Love to see you in here. We don't charge an entry fee, but a koha would be gratefully appreciated. So thank you so much, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, thank you, guys.
Carlaw Park, the spiritual home, where Kiwi League hearts found their throne. Legends were born, warriors made, on hallowed ground where history played. Carlaw Park!